Alright, so we're in position to get loaded first thing tomorrow morning. It's actually going to be preloaded. And 8 o'clock in the morning is our appointment. We scooted across 280 and Georgia 26. Did 123 miles today.
I just
Not
caught
too
on my
bad.
phone. Oh,
Right now we have 39 hours on our 70-hour clock. None of the other clocks matter because we're already here. So we pick up tomorrow morning and we deliver tomorrow right after dark.
thing's sweaty.
So basically we pick up and then run straight to work. So I guess no more driving for today. We did everything we could.
We're back. Got something from Amazon. And yeah, we got something from Amazon, bud. Yeah, and had to get a few things, but I saw this on there and I was like, well, let's check it out. Let's see what it's all about. Now, I picked this out because, well, you just never know. I'm not a survivalist, but this is a survival kit. Let's see here, adjust that camera there. Yeah, survival kit by Supology. And it was the kind of the cheaper ones, and I figured out why. If you see that right there, I did not see that. Well, alright, we'll see how it does. We'll just figure it out. But I'm not a survivalist, as I said before. I'm not trying to be. Let me find my knife. I had to find my knife. I usually have it in my pocket, but I was sharpening it. Had to put a, yeah, had to put a good edge on this thing. Actually did it at work. And, ooh, that sucker is sharp now. But, let's see what's inside this thing. Well, what's on the back of this? Well, application scenario. Or scenario, depends on your pronunciation. Let's see, field work, fishing, tourism, camping, rescue, and natural disaster. Well, you never know what's going to happen. But I do have another one that's similar to this, but it's more of a first kit. I can't talk right now again. First aid kit. It has medical supplies in it. So, let's start from right to left. You got emergency blankets. I guess these are those thermal blankets. Are you making pizza?
Yeah.
Okay. And in its own little carry-on bag for it. Okay. What else do we have? We have paracord with a compass.
The compass?
Yeah. And I don't think this is accurate because the east is directly behind me. And it's saying the east is to the south. You know, so that's already cheap. Unless you have to level it out. Yeah, that's already cheap. Not good. What is that? Well, I guess that's something you can cut with. Feels flimsy and cheap. Oh, I think I know what this is. No? No? Am I right or am I wrong? I've seen these before where they'll have a built-in striker inside it. That can't be the striker for this. You cannot strike that. But I've seen them to where they come out. There, let's put that down. Where they come out and there's a striker. But I don't think this one comes out. I'll have to read up more on that. But that's pretty cool. Paracord. Paracord always comes in handy. You can take this apart. Unravel it. And if you need something to emergency tie yourself something. Not tie yourself, but tie yourself something. Like for like an emergency lean-to. Something to that effect. If you got to tie down something to keep it from blowing away in the wind, if you're in a storm, who knows? Many applications with paracord. Now, I had thin wrists. Yes, I am a thin man. I have thin wrists, so. But it would come in handy if I was out in the field. I still think that's a striker. Well, who knows? I got a flashlight. Does it have batteries? Should have batteries. Maybe it's just. Let's see here. Let's check it out. And no. Of course, no batteries come included. I got several of these, but I wonder if this is a good one. Let me go get some batteries. Here you got a battery.
Yeah, Bobby's
Battery.
battery.
Yes, sir. Throw that sucker in there. Oh, yeah. Already came on. If I can just get that thing back on, that's a tight squeeze, and it. There we go. Pocket clip. That's sort of bright. Sort of bright. It's not very bright, but I guess if you're in the dark, it will do the job. Let's put that back in there. What else do we have? What is this? Well, is this a strap to carry all this stuff with? I'm not sure. You know, and I just put my knife away. And my fingers aren't working right. Yeah, let's put the knife back out. Well, that knife is sharp now. It won't razor cut paper, but it will cut paper off the edge. I got it sharp. I thinned out the blade some. And Mrs. Rush got me this knife. I like it, but I do not like serrations on a blade. I don't need a box cutter. I want a knife. And so I slowly getting rid of this serration and turning it into a fine edge. But yeah, I put an edge on that thing. That thing's sharp, boy. Keep your knife sharp. You don't want a dull knife. Let's see here. What is this? It's cheap plastic. Tourniquet. This is what this is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tourniquet. But why would it be orientated? Okay. Yeah, put that around an arm or a leg. That's what that is. It's a tourniquet. Cinch that down. Alright. What else do we have here? Ooh, another knife. Ooh, and this one has a seatbelt cutter. And one of those punch tools to get out of, to break glass, to get out of a car if you're stuck in water. You need to get out real quick. Supology. I wonder why they decided to name themselves that. Ooh, easy assist. Lockable. Serrations. I don't know why knife companies are always putting serrations on there like we got a solid tree in half. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of them. See if that's already sharp. Yes, that is already sharp. Well, cool. Huh. Fits the hand.
What was that?
That's our air condition, bud. Yeah, it's warm out today. So I turned on the air condition. So easy assist? Oh yeah. I do like those spring-loaded easy assists.
And this
So it's not bad. It's got the seatbelt cutter right there. Easy assist. Not bad. Feels fairly sharp. They've already put an edge on it for you. Feels cheap, but you know, it comes in from China, so of course it's going to be cheaply made, and they make their money off Americans and everywhere else in the world, but they keep all the good stuff for themselves, is what I assume. Make it cheap as possible so they will break and you have to buy more. Isn't that the way it goes nowadays? Instead of making it to last, so where you keep customers coming back. So we have an emergency whistle. So if you're lost in the woods, you blow through this, while if you see search and rescue teams coming towards you, they follow the sound. And apparently this can be heard over 2-3 miles. Probably more than that, if depending on your location, but there we go. So that's what we got there. And then we have a tactical pin with another glass breaker. That's a big, thick pin. It's like I'm in kindergarten with the fat crayons and pencils. Don't need this something that, but I guess it's also supposed to be tactical. Fit your hand better to kapow, break that window if you need to. Okay. So it comes with a pin. Oh, and an extra ink cartridge. Alright, that'll work. Then we got Keychain Light. Yeah, for emergency purposes. Yeah, with a half coming off key ring. I don't see that lasting long. So you probably have to rethread it onto the ring itself. Yeah, look at that. Poor craftsmanship like there. It's already halfway undone. But you can throw that on your keychain. Alright, here we go. There's another pretty cool thing. Another reason for this right here, and I'm sure some of you guys and gals know what this is, and it's wrapped around itself. Let me see here. It's wrapped around. Now these aren't very practical because it takes a lot of work, but they do come in handy. Now, I don't see this thing lasting very long because it doesn't have any teeth. So you may get 1 or 2 branches out of this thing before this thing starts to wear out. It's a limb cutter. And you can hear little man just jabbing her away behind me. So you wrap this around a branch or a limb or something. This would be handy in a pinch. And you work it back and forth and it will saw through a small branch, probably maybe 3 to 4 inches in diameter. About what you want to do, because you want to have room to move back and forth. You don't want it around something real big and be forever. But if you need like a lean-to to make an emergency shelter, I just did that wrong. Let me get that a couple of loops so it stays together tighter. And so if you need a lean-to, if you lean something up against a tree and make shelter in an emergency situation, never know. Well, me and Mrs. Rush are putting together a bug-out bag, especially in light of what's going on in the world today with COVID-19 and stupid riots, stuff like that, social injustice, social justice warriors, Antifa wanting to come in. Well, I'm not a very political man, but I do pay attention to what's going on in the world, and you just never know. I'm not a prepper. I do have survival gear, in other forms too. So, you know, and a man should be able to take care of his family, and a woman should be able to take care of their family. She needs to know these things too. Ain't that right, bud? Yeah. Let's put that back. Alright, now here's the striker.
It's a striker.
Yeah, it's a striker, so I've already got another one of these. But you get you some type of fire starter material like wood shavings, grass. I've heard cotton balls with Vaseline make good fire starters. I think I'm gonna do a bag of those and just try it out, see what happens there. Yeah, fire striker. So I'm not gonna score it up yet. Oh, it even has some millimeters. So if you need to measure the wood that you're burning, or if you catch a little fish, you see if it's legal. But yeah, that's what this is. And you just take your fire starter material and you just strike it down on that, and then it just has to be kind of fluffy, and blow on it, and then your ember gets started and you start your fire. Another reason why I bought this thing, because of...
Oh, you're making this.
I'm not making a mess. You got a spoon? Spork. Why are these in there? So you can tie it on? Why is that there? I don't... What is the purpose of this notch? That cutout. I don't get it. I can understand that. I know that's to hook on like a side of a can or a bowl. Can opener. I don't get it. But this is the reason why I got this thing. Is because of this. If you price an emergency water filter straw, those things are like $35, $45 a piece, just for this little plastic piece. Just for $35, $45. This whole kit was $40. But I just don't get it. I don't understand why a little plastic piece right here probably cost them less than $1 to make would cost 40 bucks. Now there's a filtration system inside here. And what you do is you put this in dirty water and it gives you clean drinking water. You can also put sand in a sock and filter your water that way. Probably won't taste good. Maybe tastes like corn chips. Not good corn chips either. Not chili cheese Fritos. But yeah, that's the reason why I got that. Just for this. I might splurge and buy some live straws, but I just don't see the point in paying $30, $40 for a piece of plastic with some filtration system in it. So that's basically what this is. It's a survival kit, and I'll probably bag it up and put it away in a backpack somewhere. I might look into getting something better, maybe not made in China, because you don't know if this is going to last. You don't know if you're going to be out trying to survive for a week, 2 weeks, because you know it's popping off in your area. Now that's the reason why I do like living in a rural area. It's easier to see it coming.